So today I wanted to make a video talking about a topic that came to mind when I found this interview clip. It was of Drew Barrymore and some actor who I don't remember his name, but basically in the video it's Drew asking him how does it feel to never be in any controversy or never be in any sort of news, and he was like, oh, it's it's fine, and then I started realizing who is this guy? Because I don't know who this guy is. I don't even know his name. But Drew Barrymore, we definitely know her name. And I was like, well, why is that? And then I thought, well, Drew Barrymore, she is an incredible actress and has been in so many huge movies, and she does have her own show. But also a big part of her fame and a lot of her relatability and recognition has been from her being so authentic and so real in her actions and in her life, because she's also opened up about a tough past and a troubled past with, I forgot what it was, I think it was alcoholism or drug abuse, I think, and just talking about the childhood part of her life and everything. It's she is putting herself out into the world that in a way that's so authentic and so real that she is known at such a different level than anybody else because of that. This is what happens when we film in downtown. So I put together some other examples as well, because I just have been noticing this time and time again, the benefits of controversy and the benefits of being authentically yourself in a way that, might bring in criticism and might bring in this sort of, concept of controversy. And by being your authentic self, you actually call onto yourself a level of relatability that people can really be touched by, and you can even affect more people. And when I was first writing my little list down, I was well, things that come to mind is Kanye West. Kanye West is somebody who's been in controversy since the beginning of his career and since the beginning of his fame, and it's really through his own authenticity that he's really been able to develop a market and a group of people that are very, very loyal to him. Why? Because they see themselves in him, and they see themselves in his authenticity and his freedom of expression and being able to freely express himself. I think that's also why people love Trump so much, and why Trump has a really, really supportive group of people, because he's very much authentically himself, and that aligns with people. People see themselves in that, and they like it. They like to see somebody win, struggle, or whatever, and just somebody be authentically themselves. Another example that comes to mind is Brooke Shields. Funny enough, she is somebody who's been also somebody very authentic and very expressive about their own trauma in their life, that whole controversy that was involved with her first big film, which was, what was it called, Garden of Eden, I think it was, or Adam and Eve or something like that, or Castaway. I don't remember what that movie was called, but there was a lot of controversy surrounding that, because she was only 15 or 14 when she did that, full, it was a lot of nudity or whatever in that may have been sexualized or whatever, but she was in a lot of controversy because of that, and it boosted her to such a level of fame. Now, given she was extremely beautiful and a very rare beauty at the time, especially in cinema, that fit perfectly in cinema actually. But that controversy and all of that attention lives on till now, because that movie came out when, in the 80s, or I don't know when it came out, but that movie came out a very long time ago. And the fact that I know about it and wasn't introduced to it by anyone older, the fact that younger generations are finding out about it and still know who Brooke Shields even is, it just adds to the whole system of controversy and authenticity, and how that really is being able to do that, to be authentically yourself and have controversy. The biggest people we can think of, they got there through some sort of media, some sort of like press that added on to, you know, reach so many households and reach so many people. Like I like to think of as well the example of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, their whole like divorce and the whole Jennifer Aniston thing. Like that was all, hold on, let me make sure the camera's still recording. Like that whole Jennifer Aniston thing is like still talked about to like this day in like rap music and whatnot and different places, and people are still talking about it, and they just have such high levels of fame because of that. Because news is not, once you get on the news is something that travels very, very quickly in a worldwide sort of way, because there's different media outlets all over the world. A lot of them actually report American news, and if not, I've seen American news in almost every country that I've been to, and sometimes even more. Like I remember I was in Colombia one year. This was the year that Sharkeisha No thing happened, and what do you know? Right when it happened, it was all over the Colombian like national news that, you know, the whole Sharkeisha No, and then like the video of Sharkeisha like punching somebody, and like it's just like the news. It travels, and all of that like controversy that anybody might build, Miley Cyrus, and that all the constant controversy that literally just boosted her into a higher level of fame. And this is actually the reason why I don't believe in cancel culture, because it's a given fact. Fame is actually irreversible. You can't undo fame. Once somebody knows you, they're gonna know you, and they're probably gonna remember you for the rest of their life until they're dead. That is exactly why like I still get messages from people from like that knew me when I was like 9 years old, or like a long time ago, because they're still like, they still think about you and they still remember you even if they're not around or anything like that. Because fame is something that's created, and it's irreversible. People will just always know you. That's why when people say, oh, somebody fell off or whatever, like Amanda Bynes, for example, I didn't know people paid so much attention to her, but then I realized because she doesn't like work much, she hasn't like made many films in terms of she doesn't work much in terms of the entertainment industry, just because she hasn't like been putting out or done films, but she's still all over the news for some reason. And I like see like anything they do, there's always somebody watching, and that's like what I think makes somebody, you know, so prevalent in people's lives is controversy. It's putting yourself out there and being authentically yourself and not being afraid of it. And I think to even keep sustaining it, you just have to keep going and going and going, and not let controversy or different, you know, people saying things about you affect your own life and what you continue to do in the future. So like, if you get down or if you get knocked down, it's your responsibility to keep going and build it up, not shrivel up and disappear, because by doing that, you're just like, you're not playing the game of life, and you're not continuing on which what you've already started, which is, you know, your life journey. You can't let like people talking negative about you or anything like that affect the way that you choose to live your life, because yeah, there's no such thing as cancel culture. I really do believe that people can always like reinvent themselves in some sort of way, and that there's always some way to, I mean, look at it now with the whole Gypsy Rose thing. Like, she's really turned her life around in a positive way, and I've seen her, like, I saw her, she was on like the Kardashians or something like that, and like all over the news, and has her own show, and it's like clearly redemption is found in some way, and she's able to live a positive life. And you know, these are just my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching and for, you know, taking the time to listen to what I have to say, and just a few of like my understandings and things I've taken note on from life. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like this video if you like it, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.